We
And we
are
are
live.
live.
Yeah, we are here.
Good evening, everyone. It's another exciting evening. This is Hadiza, online business mentor. And here we are, just another beautiful day to share with you. We love it when we come out here to talk about starting your own online business or any topic that will help us be the person God has created us to be. Because our goal is to help you achieve success in life, in any endeavor, be it in family, be it in career, be it in business. And hey, by the way, if you are interested in starting your own online business, then we dive in deeper and help you get started, set you up, make you thrive to achieve those goals. But today we are not talking business, but it's applicable in business. We
Yeah.
have a different topic and we're talking about perseverance, a major virtue that help us to achieve success in life, in business, in career. We all need perseverance in every area of our life.
Yes.
And today we are touching on that topic because I know that we at one point or the other have used this virtue,
Yes.
because we hear it, persevere, persevere. What is perseverance? Why do I have to persevere? Why am I the one always persevering? That's something that actually have come out of my mouth. Why do I have to persevere? Why am I the one always persevering? But I come to know that perseverance is not just anything, but a godly virtue, and it help you build your character. It
Sure.
help you win in
Yes.
life. It's like a break in your life, because guess what? Any vehicle without a brake is sure, it may be going fast, but it's sure to fail.
Yeah.
But when you have this virtue of perseverance, it's not about toughing out tough times or toughing out just going through life. But when you achieve something, the beauty of it is better when there's some virtue of perseverance in there, because you put your work. No matter what's going on in life, every one of us have encountered something in life that we need to persevere on. So
Sure.
today, myself, Vida, and Sonia, we are going to dive in, talk about this virtue, how these have played a vital role in our lives, in our success, in our business, in our careers, and in our families, so that you too can leverage this virtue, because we all got it. We just have to pull it in when the occasion demands for it. So thank you so much for watching us. Please let us know where you're watching us from. Put in your comment, like, thumbs up. We appreciate every one of those actions, because it helps us know that yes, we are bringing value to you every time we come here, and not just a bunch of noisemakers. We believe that you're seeing values, and that's why you come back to watch us over and over again. So please let us know where you're watching us from. We appreciate you this hour. So I'll give the floor to Sonia to introduce herself, and then Vida.
Hello, guys. This is Sonia. I am coming to you from New York, a professor of nursing, a wife, a daughter, a friend, every good thing, and a beautiful, excited online business owner. So I'm coming to you here tonight, and I'm so grateful that I'm here and for this opportunity that we have to share with you about perseverance, because every one of us has had to persevere against something in our life. So I'm so excited to be here for a few minutes to talk with you about this. Okay, over to you, Vida.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vida. I'm talking to you live from Hartford, Connecticut. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a mom, a wife, and proud digital business owner. We are here tonight inviting anybody to just keep watching us, and we are so excited. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Hey.
So we have a loaded few minutes to download what we have. So like I said, perseverance is needed in every area of our lives.
Yep.
For every way, be in your business, be in your relationship, we all need perseverance. And perseverance, I would say, is one of those tools that we embark in life that will help us to distinguish between us being successful at something or not, us going forward on a journey, or just quitting in the middle of the road. So we've all experienced perseverance in one way or the other. And I want to throw this to Sonia. What is perseverance to you? Why perseverance?
For me, it's the ability to still keep working towards that goal or that plan that I have, despite all the difficulty that I'm going to face. So, whatever it is, the plan, the goal, I'm working towards it. And it doesn't matter what is going to come against me, I must be focused and know the reason why I've started this. And I know I must persevere against all odds. It does not mean in our life that whatever we are doing, we're not going to have opposition. Oppositions are going to come, many different things from many different angles. However, we must know the reason why we started that particular thing. Is it a relationship? Is it a business? Is anything? Is it studying? Anything that you're doing, you will always come up at some point in your life with there will always be some opposition. You might even question yourself, why did I start this? What is the reason I got myself into all of this? But the fact is, I would always like to say, keep focus and remember the goal why you started to do this thing. And if you remember that, then you will persevere, because when you have persevered to the end, you will gain and achieve what you started for. That's my take on that.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. So when we stay in, because anybody can go, I always use this analogy. When the road is smooth,
Yeah.
everybody can speed through and just, you're going pew and
Yeah.
you won't hear nothing.
Yep.
But when the road is rough, or like on tarred road, no vehicle, no matter how good or strong your vehicle is, brand new tires, you tend to take your time to go through that road.
Sure.
And then when you get to the smooth side again, you move. So that's, for me, in those moments where the road is tight, it doesn't mean there's no road there. There was road, right? But the condition of the road determine your speed at that time.
That's
Yes.
right.
And I would tend that to be like the challenges of life. You persevere to, like, okay, this is the only road, access road I need to move from point A to point B. And sometimes it's the road that have less traffic. Because the other one, because it's good and better, most people try. And what's be you if that is the only road that leads to your house? What do? You got to go through it.
Yep.
But you're not saying, oh, I'm not going to go through because it's rough. Then you're not going to get home, or you're not going to get through your destination. Look at that as a challenge.
Yes.
But
In
you're
other
saying
words,
that it
Adiza,
doesn't matter this bad road condition. I'm going to navigate. I'll stay focused on my destination, which is my home, and I'm going to go there. So in my mind, that is the analogy that I just playing out. And for us as a people, we face challenge. Sonia just talked about that. Why did I start a thing? Why did I start this business? Why did I go into nursing? Why did I go into healthcare management? Why did I start a business, right? Why did I start a family? Why am I embarking on trying to build this house? All those things are reasons. But in the process of time, one thing or the other is going to come as a challenge.
Yes.
Do you quit? Just throw your hands on like, okay, I'm done, and throw in the towel?
No.
Some situations that are not life determining, or let's say life changing. You may say, okay, you know what? I give up on this one. There's some things that are worth quitting when those decisions are not even right. But we're not even talking about those ones. We're talking of those life-meaning, life-defining journey. Like you starting a business, you've invested money into it, and maybe the results you want is not pouring in yet. Do you throw in the towel? You started a career, you put in for promotion 1, 2, 3, like you're working, you're doing your best, and all of a sudden, nothing. Do you say, okay, you know what? I'm not going forward with this career anymore? No. You
That's
persevere and keep building yourself, sharpening yourself, because the reason why you started your career is to grow, not just the monetary benefit that come from it, but you're going to grow. So Vida, I'm going to throw this to you. We all face challenges. It's
Yep.
easy said than done, because most times somebody will come, a phrase I try to get out of my mouth. I understand how you feel. Because there are some situations where that word comes out so flat and so, even though you're trying sincerely to comfort somebody or encourage somebody, but in most times, someone will say that to you like, no. But one word that usually come out of people, they'll tell you, stay in there, persevere, right?
Yes,
It
yes,
may
yes.
not be easy. Can you like give us some life, how you persevere, especially in your career, in your business, how you use this perseverance? Let us have an insight. So, because I want people to understand how to use this virtue. How do I pull it out? It's not just about defining it and saying it, but I want us to touch life scenarios where this can become memorable to people that say, oh yeah, I can do that. I can persevere. I can sit there another day. I can hold on to this rope another day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Perseverance to me is a key tool that you use for success. So that one is help individual to persist through the challenges. For example, when I started doing my nursing, I got the nursing license from Ghana before I got here. So when I started studying, doing everything, it took me like 2 years before I can process my papers. So when I finished processing the papers and I was about writing the inklet, I started doing my studies. In the middle, my mother died. I almost let it go. But you know what? I stopped and I worked double to get the money, go home, bury my mother, came back, and I said, I have to persevere. I have to continue what I'm doing. I came back and I started doing my studies again. I didn't let it go. It helps you to learn from the challenges, no matter how difficult it is, but you have to work your way out. So when I came back and started learning, I went and wrote the exam and I passed. And here I am. And another one, when I was in nursing school, I was having challenges, even high school with maths. You know what I used to do? I have to work that maths every day, blessed day. When I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I will work that maths every day until I got it. So that's perseverance. You have to keep what you are doing to get it through. You can't just stop there. So it helps you to face, to learn, and grow.
Yeah.
Once you're able to overcome what you want, you are gone. At least that's my understanding about perseverance.
Absolutely. And those are great stories, because
Yeah.
we know a lot of people who are going to challenges like that, either in the middle of something. Life happens. There are some
Yes.
things that we can't control, most especially in the race of life. Things are going to happen. But when we persevere, when we take those challenges like head on, it's going to be tough. Sometimes it may look as if the light at the end of the tunnel they talk about is never coming. It's darker.
Yeah.
And if you have looked at the analogies of life, the few minutes or hours before daylight is darker. Before you know what, gradually that heavy darkness fades away. It cannot stay. Light has to come. The sun had to rise. So it got to go. So in the journey of life, challenges will come. Some of them we can't control them. But one thing that I know, and so many of us know and have been doing, is to stay in there. It's not just about staying there and be sitting there and watching. No, you stay there,
No.
like Vida say, you do what you need to do. It's like a car on the road. You keep rolling. You're not going as the fastest of the speed you want, but
Mm.
every step count, every action count. So it's not just staying there like, whoa, me, something has come. No, things happen. And one thing I've come to realize, that sometimes you may be going through a challenge, and you'll be surprised that somebody who is comforting you is even going through a greater challenge.
More than yours.
And they are comforting you. When you hear what they are going through, like, what? This person is going through this thing and they are challenging me. I know of a pastor in my church that gave this testimony where At the point, him and the wife were believing for children after marriage. But here he was praying for other people to have their, who are challenged with
Children.
having their babies early. And he prays with them, and, they are comforted, and maybe a year, two, whatever, they come to testify, oh, Pastor, we have, yet he didn't have a baby.
Oh, no.
He was persevering in the process. But God be the glory. He did what they need to do. Today, they're parents of children, right? So in the same way, in our career, in our life, challenges are going to come.
Yeah.
In business, I remember when I started this business, I found at some point, like, the result I'm expecting is not coming in. But I didn't just sit down and say, hey, I'm not going to do it. But because I know, like Sonia talked about, why did you start the business, Hadiza?
Yeah.
I asked myself that. Okay, now you know why you started this business. I want to create more abundance and time for myself and my family. So with that, I stay in there. I stay in there and allow myself not to be thrown off guard. So in the same way, regardless of the challenge you're going in, know that it's there for you to do something about it. And how do you do something about it is what I want Sonia to chip in. Action. Sonia, there's no perseverance without action.
For sure.
Let us know, like, dive in a little bit about this before we go off in a few minutes.
For sure. That is exactly what was going through my mind when I'm listening to you guys, because my father always say the darkest part of the morning is just before daybreak. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because he's always telling us that. So no matter how hard it is, it's for us to just know that the day is coming. Yep. Sunshine is coming. No matter how dark it is before the daybreak, the light is still coming. So keep focus on that. And incidentally, that's what I'm always saying to my students, because they're saying they're stressed, they're this, that every single time. And just like Vida, I've always been saying this to my students to say, listen, whenever you start doing something for yourself, like you're studying or something, that is when everything will break down around you. No matter how everything seems okay and just beautiful, as soon as you start doing something to help yourself to move to the other level, everything is going to fall apart. And it's no joke, because you're always having death, you're having this, you're having illness, everything, because life does not stop. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop, even though we're going through our different things, right? So as we're saying this, persevering is like, as you said before, Hadiza, the road less traveled. It's like the road less traveled. So we have to make a decision, right? That we're going to make some unpopular decision, that it doesn't matter. If you're going to tell me that I'm not going to be doing good in this, maybe I should just leave you for a little while and focus and persevere, because I know the reason why I started here. So I don't want to hear all that negative noise. So basically, what I need to do, one of the things I need to do is, if someone is telling me something that does not make sense, because if I'm seeing what is happening here in my business and I'm persevering because I know where I'm going, and someone is going to tell me something that is not what I'm looking for, I'm going to just move away from that situation, because I don't want to hear that, because I know where I'm going. But you are now giving me some negative things. I don't want to hear that. So that is one thing. Move yourself away from all the things that are going to deter you from persevering. And the other thing is that even in the Word of God, the Lord is saying that we are to wait on Him, wait on the Lord. But waiting is not just sitting down. People think it's just sitting down and just wait that the Lord is going to bring manna. No, waiting is actively waiting. You're either doing something to change yourself, your behavior, your attitude, making sure your character is intact. You're working on yourself while you're persevering. So waiting on the Lord, waiting. The Lord is saying, wait on Him. But He's not saying to you, sit down and fold your hands. He's telling you to work and do something and make your life better. So in the persevering, in you doing that, you're checking yourself. Can I do something different to help my life? Am I able to get better training? Am I able to get my skills on par? Those kind of things. It's not just sitting down and thinking. Because if we're persevering, there's a goal that we are trying to reach. We are trying to reach a goal. So we have to work. We have to work towards the goal. And sitting down, you can't say you're persevering by sitting down. You have to be moving. It's an action thing. You're persevering. You're doing this, you're thinking about this in your mind, and you're going to have to take care of it because it's going to be needed for something. So, those are some of the things that I personally think. You're not sitting down if you're persevering something. It means you're actively working to achieve something. That is one thing. Also, the fact I said before that we have to know what the goal is, because you're going to be deterred. There are many people that's going to come and say things. There are going to be negative things. There are going to be obstacles in the way. But as you said, you gave a great analogy about the road. Listen, everybody can be on the road when the road is nice and beautifully paved. But anytime you have the potholes, it's only a few people that's going to be there. So we need to know that we have to make our minds up that we're going to jump over those potholes, because no matter what, this is the only road to go where I'm going, and I'm on the road. So it's either you're going to decide you're going to come off, or you're going to persevere and go to the end. So those are the things that I think about. Don't let setbacks be anything that is going to be the final thing for you. Setbacks, obstacles, everything that is going to come, they will come, but you have to be focused and know that you have to just persevere, because there's a goal that you have. I think that is my thought on that, Adiza.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, what I was hearing thrown at me is knowledge, get information, knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was getting from all that you were saying, because when you're actively doing something, guess what? Sometimes we even forget the situation you're going through. Right. So that takes me to Vida. I know that sometimes when we go through a situation, we are so zoomed into our problem and we make it so big.
Yeah.
Bigger than it is. But when we persevere, like Sonia said, it's not for us to just sit and not do anything.
Yep.
So what are some of the ways that we can persevere actively, bringing change and success to our life?
Yeah, you have to create self-discipline, because you don't have to just sit down there and say, oh, I will achieve, when you are not doing anything. You have to create self-discipline to yourself. What I'm doing, I have to do what I have to do to achieve what I want. I can't say because of the problem and I don't want setback. You have to move forward. So you have to create that you have to create that self-discipline, so that you have to develop it by force to yourself, to develop that one so that you can move forward. That is one of them. Developing self-discipline is one of them. You have to develop self-discipline so that you can move on with your life. No matter how the challenges is, but you need to move forward. You don't have to sit down there and be worried. The worry will not do anything to you. You have to move on. And one of the things to, even if you fail, you can come back. If it is something that you are doing and you fail, there's always a way out. If I fail, if it is an exam that I fail, special student, if I fail exam, I go back and sit down and look into it. What make me fail? I will learn from my failing, then I will make it up. If it's something I'm not doing right, I will learn it and then do what? Example, I used to have, as Sonia would tell, those math calculation in the lesson. Why did so difficult on those things? You know what I do? I went to YouTube. I learned those things by force.
Yes.
And when I wrote my exam and I passed, that's what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. So you need to learn from your failure and then you build it up. That is one of my thing I will have to do. And then finally, what I would say is that if it is something that you want to write it down so that it can keep reminding you, I will look for a book and write all my point down. Then when I get up in the morning, I'll look through it and move on. Yeah. I don't have to sit down. Sometimes when you get up, you are even confused. You don't want, when your day is bad, you get up, you don't even know what you are doing. But when you write anything that I want to do the next day and I want to keep moving on, then I keep moving on. That is what I have learned. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vida. Yes, you will need discipline to actualize a goal, because discipline and a structured system keep you in check. It keeps you moving in the path that you need to be, right? So we need that discipline in our day, in our month, in our year, in actualizing our goal. For us to achieve our goals, we need to put in some discipline to achieve those goals. When we are talking about perseverance, you cannot persevere without discipline.
That's
If
true.
you're a student, you're a working professional, you need a discipline to be able to carry out your tasks. Even getting out of that days you don't want to go out. It takes
Yep.
perseverance for you to go to the office day in, day out, show up for your business, show up for whatever you're doing. It takes perseverance for us to show up here every day. It doesn't mean that we just, but because we love what we are doing and we like the impact that it's making in the life of people, that alone keep us going, right? So you need to find out what fuels your energy, what motivates you to do what you're doing. So in the faces of the challenges and the setback, which are guaranteed to come, trust me, you live long on this earth, something is going to come up. And when they do come, you have to be prepared. Equip yourself with knowledge. That's what Vida is also talked about, right? Sonia touched on that. Equip yourself. How have people handled certain challenges in their life? Some of the great people we know have these things written in their books. Is it a business challenge? Read some books about that. Is it about marriage? Read something about that. Kids, read something about that. And then, most importantly, go to the author of life, Father God. Reach out to
Yes.
him and you get that wisdom, that knowledge, and it's going to guide you on how to do it, right? Because most importantly, it's not about getting it, but like Sonia said, you
Right.
have to do, because it's in the doing and putting all these things you're learning into practice that we get results. So we appreciate you for standing and sharing this moment with us, listening to us talk about perseverance. We need to persevere to achieve our results that we have set out for our goals and ambitions in our life. But guess what? Everybody faces challenges.
Yep.
Everybody goes through one thing or the other. The setback, the ups and downs will come. Even at some point, you may fail, but you are not a failure. You make those failing moments as a stepping stone. You
Learning
don't quit.
experience.
You make them into steps for you to go higher. Learn
Yes.
from it and you move up, and you will persevere and get to that goal that you've set for yourself, achieve that dream, and you look back like, oh, well, I did. Find what motivates you, push yourself. If you don't have something motivating, look for that thing that motivates you. Why did you make that decision to do whatever it is? Why some of these challenges come? They are tests of life.
Yep.
But know that you're already a winner, but you have to put your winning skills into action. And those are the things that we have shared with you today. Thank you so much. If you're looking forward to connecting with us at any point, we have our website here, Connect with Us. What we do is show you how you can leverage social media, start your own online business opportunity. That's our main thing. We want you to have that time and financial freedom for you and your family. So if in any way you are looking into this, or anyone within your circle, share this video. Know that you're loved, you're cared for, and you are a child of the Most High God.
Yes.
And that ability to persevere is in you. Pull that card out and use it. So thank you so much and have a good evening. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.